Hello, Steve here again with a little follow-up from yesterday's talk about how we had tended to have these down days, right, or these depressed days. And as I was mentioning in that book, people of abused parents, like 85% or whatever it said in the book, about 85% of people have been abused at certain times in their life, in the formative years. And we know that for the most part, we know that the formative years, like the first 5 years, are very crucial in the development of us as human beings. And if we're not willing to look at that somehow, have an examination of that, and see if there is a correlation. Now, once again, I'm not saying that correlation is actually causation, but it can tell us something, right? If we end up in these codependent traps or these tendencies to get down more often than is healthy for us, then looking at a deeper cause is important. What was talked about last night a lot of times, which is what I would call a kind of band-aid approaches, which are important, right? I mean, if I'm feeling down, I go for a run, or if somebody's feeling bad, they go watch a movie or call a friend, and all these things. These are all important, but they are reactive to the situation that's happening now. But what's happening now might be associated with what happened 30, 40, 50 years ago, is what I'm saying. And therefore, the importance of looking behind the scenes as to what's going on can be very important to help us going forward in our quality of life, right? So I used the example last night, and I'll change it up a little bit right now, but the example of cutting ourselves with a knife. Suppose, for example, you're doing the dishes, and you're using the sink in this case rather than the dishwasher, and you got the water, the sink full of suds and everything, you got the dishes in there, you put your hands in to get some dishes, you cut your hand on a knife that's in there. Well, the first thing for sure you got to do, and that's appropriate, is make sure it's cleaned off and whatever, go get a Band-Aid, wrap it up, and make sure it's all okay with a rubber glove, right? But if you didn't address why it happened, you'd be sticking your hand right back into the same situation again. Same thing with those Band-Aid approaches that work in the moment to heal the momentary pain, momentary damage of going for the run and what have you, without addressing the deeper causation, means that it's going to cycle again, cycle again, and cycle again. The same way I stick my hands in that water as many times as I want. If that knife is there where I'm putting my hands, it's going to cut, or it's possibly going to cut, right? So I think that's important. The Band-Aid is important, but it's also important. I'm not even going to say it's equally important or more important or whatever. It's just, it is crucial if we want to improve the quality of our lives going forward. So I thought that was important to bring that up. I know I did talk a little bit about it, but I thought about it today while I was driving, and I thought I should really bring it up a little bit more. Hope this is helpful. Steve here again. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.